Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Fox 59 Weather Center, along with Adam Fike, who's getting ready up over there. We are tracking this winter storm. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock, and we just had our first kind of shot of snowfall. Adam and I went out and took a look at it. It's a very dry, powdery snow. We've had a little less than 1 inch of snow, but this is just kind of the opening act with the storm system. Boy, do we have some bitterly cold air. It's been around, and this is what's going to lead to each and every one of these snowflakes that are going to collect through the overnight hours. And well into Sunday, too. This is going to be an extended duration of snowfall. Adam, we said about 36 hours of this. You can come on over and join us and jump in.
Crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't often set up like that. And right now, with a wind chill of 5 below and a radar that has been pretty active throughout the day, it is showing that we've had some pretty good bands come through. This is the old conventional radar. We're not going to apply the cold colors to it just yet, but it shows you how we do have some pockets of drier air around Indianapolis right now. I'm not saying that the air is dry, and it's just we've had a little bit of a lull in the action. We saturated up what we call the column, and we're being able to get those snowflakes to fall. So now the air is all moist at all layers, and it will support more of the snow that moves in, and that radar right now is going to fill in with bands of snow throughout the course of the night, and it will be rather persistent, in fact, extremely persistent. So everybody that's looking at this radar right now and those areas that have been blanketed by snow are likely to continue to see more of that snow through the course of the night. We've got this cold weather advisory that's in effect. We know that it's been brutally cold. The wind chill temperatures are as much as 15 to 20 below. And Adam, we said we had some areas in Wisconsin.
What was it, negative 39?
Yeah, they went 39 below zero this morning in parts of Nebraska. And that's very, very key to what's happening here. Excuse my microphone. What is happening here in central Indiana in terms of why we're getting so much snowfall. We have got ourselves at least a terrible connection on my microphone here. I'll see if I can tighten that up for you. But this Arctic high pressure is behind the reason why we're going to get this kind of snowfall. This is going to be perhaps probably some of the most challenging winter weather we've had in maybe 20 years in all of central Indiana. We do feel that most of the area will be blanketed by this heavy snowfall. The cold weather advisory is continued through Tuesday, and we do expect to have cold, bitter wind chills continuing and blowing and drifting snow. But this winter storm warning is in effect for tonight through all of Sunday, and it is in place until Monday morning. There will likely be no more snow falling after about 4, 5, 6 o'clock from west to east, maybe Sunday night. Bottom line is by sunset or by 8 p.m. Sunday, the balance of the snow will have been deposited. Our temperatures right now are brutally cold, and they're up 6 degrees. So it's almost comical because we looked at the fact that it was snowing, and it was 10 degrees, and the wind chill, it was bitterly cold, and the dew point was -1.
It was -4 at one point.
Okay,
too.
and it was snowing. I mean, that doesn't happen. That is incredibly rare for us in central Indiana to have that kind of a setup. This is air that's come literally right off the Arctic Ocean. So this is an incredible and decisively strange setup here in central Indiana on a northeast wind. We got a wind chill, 5 below. All right, so let's get into the storm system. We are expecting upwards of a foot of snow in Indianapolis. That is not something that we talk and say and take lightly, because it's very hard to get a foot of snow officially in Indianapolis. It doesn't happen that often. But what's really eye-catching is how consistent this projected snowfall has been for the last, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, now 4 days. On Monday and Tuesday, it looked like this was going to stay fairly south, and then each afternoon from Monday through Wednesday, it started creeping north, and that typically can happen. These storms may pull a little further north, but what's not typical about this storm system is the fact that there's really no center area of low pressure. Adam, you've got the weather map up there from SPC. There's not a real definitive low until we get into tomorrow morning. So that low will not likely show up again. You can point to that on the map, but they're taking us on. But there's really no definitive low until tomorrow morning. This low will begin to form and kind of ride north along this elongated, what we call inverted trough. It's just basically a pipeline. And you can see how this is just going to continue to drag moisture off the Pacific and then eventually off the Gulf, and it's just feeding it in. What did we say? How many states are under an advisory?
It was 30 something like
30 states. So yeah, that's over
Some
2
sort of
dozen.
winter
Yeah,
advisory
some
or
advisory.
warning with this.
So we're talking about just this pipeline of moisture coming through. So bottom line is that we expect an area-wide 8 to 12 snowfall. Lesser as you go north and west, maybe some higher numbers as you are just from Indianapolis and point southeast. I'm going to walk you through all of this really quickly. Extended spell of snow. Even though there's a lull right now and there's a little bit of a break here, there will be a ramping up of the snow, and it will become a little more steady, I feel, after midnight and through daybreak Sunday, when we could have deposited then by the time we wake up Sunday morning up to 6 inches of snow in India.
37 states.
37 out of the lower, so out of the contiguous. So that's almost 2/3 of the nation. 20, yeah, a little more than half, 2/3. The steady snow will continue on Sunday when we can get another 6 inches of snow before it tapers off. And then there will be considerable blowing and drifting of snow into Monday. So that's a view from the Weather Center here that we're watching. We've got at least some snow that has lightened up there at Indy. And our snowfall amounts are really going to start to pick up again as more of this juice comes in. We are looking at some of our charts, and at what a level that we call 700 millibars, which is just a few thousand feet, there is a broad area of moisture that runs really about 2,000 miles. That means there is just all of this juice in the atmosphere that's overrunning this Arctic air. So at 10 degrees, we see a few snowflakes that have tapered down at Daniels Vineyard. As we're updating this a little bit after 8 p.m., we've had an official snowfall tally of just under an inch in Indianapolis, 0.8. That is, well, we've had less than 2 inches of snow since the 19th of December, and 8/10 of it is tonight. So there's a lull here, and we will be able to get out and about here, or at least be moving about, but it is slick. And we talked about the road temperatures. They were down to 19 degrees at one point, and that's when the sun was still up. So we have ourselves the sun is down. The chemicals do not work very well when it is this cold. From our station view, we can see that the visibility has improved, and it's a 10-degree temperature, wind chill -5. And again, we're expected to keep this snow going throughout the balance of the night. So there's some pockets of drier air, but then there are these bluer bands that are showing up, and these are going to come and go all night long and likely actually increase in coverage throughout the course of the night as the storm system continues to move up from the south and west. So an air temperature of 10 degrees. This is where the things get really interesting. In a northeast wind at 12, wind chills 5 below. I know. Let's move into this. There we are. The fact that it's this cold means that every one of these snowflakes are going to stick, and every one of these snowflakes have this larger pop to them. This is not a heavy, wet snow. This is not the kind of snow you're going to run out and make snowmen with. This is the kind of snow that skiers like. This is a snow that is going to have the ability to fluff up the liquid that's available. You can almost double the ratio.
I already tried to make a snowball and throw it at you, but it didn't work very well.
Yeah, and you're lucky it didn't. We stepped out back to take a look and see how much snow has come down, and there were at least a little coating here at our studios. The far reach of the storm is incredible. It's about 1,000 miles of snow now, and it stretches from central Ohio all the way back to the southwestern U.S. Cold weather advisories are out. It's kind of interesting to show you where the air comes from, because the key to this entire system, I feel, is the temperature. And what we're really trying to nail down is what is the exact ratio of water to snow. Typically it's 10 to 1. For every inch of rain you get 10 inches of snow. We're conservatively, with the amount of precipitation available, tracking this at 15 to 1. Quite frankly, I think that's a little too conservative. I would say 17, 18 to 1 is a bit better number.
Especially the further north you go, those values, especially north of I-70, is 18 to 20.
There's no warm layer coming in here. There's no layer that's going to come in here and say, okay, I'm going to change you over to sleet, and your snowfall numbers are going to suffer. Look, every winter storm is different, and you're not happy until, as a forecaster, you have the night sweats until the darn snow starts to fall, because you just, it's always such a tough forecast. But this air has its origins from off the Arctic Ocean, and there's that bitter cold air that's entrenched across the nation. So we're upwelling and bringing this pipeline of juice off the Pacific, off the Gulf. It's riding up and over all of this brutally thick, dense layer of Arctic air, and you've got widespread snows that are going to continue for hours. It's just this pipeline. and there's going to be freezing rain and sleet. There's going to be some horrible icing. There's no doubt about it that the track's adjusted north. We know there's never a solid storm track or track of the snowfall 5, 6, 7 days out. You've got a myriad of different computer models that will give you different solutions. But what's stunning is how many of them came together by midweek. There were a few outliers and a couple of laggards, but the consistency of where they were putting this heavy snow band, somewhere between Nashville, Tennessee, and southern Indiana, and then migrating a little further north with time. But the consistency of having this large band and the consistency in the numbers of juice, what's available, is just amazing. We talked about the advisories. We have winter storm warnings from eastern New Mexico all the way up to Maine, right through central Indiana. There's that heavy snow band that was likely to be deposited anywhere from Oklahoma City right through Indianapolis and the south sides of the south portion of the state and into Ohio. So as we move through the overnight hours, this is how our in-house graph machine, this is the IBM computer that we use here. It's our in-house forecast model. It will have us holding temperatures close to 10 degrees and still snowing steadily. It's just remarkable. It really is. 10-degree temperatures and moderate to heavy snow at daybreak. So I feel like we'll wake up to almost an area-wide 4 to 6 inches of snow. And then from 7 o'clock in the morning through mid-morning to early afternoon, we're still getting the snow to fall. So the snow coverage is likely going to be at nearly 100% through 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it will start to drop off as the storm pulls off to the east. Precipitation amounts will start to ease, and literally there should be a pretty rapid cutoff from southwest to northeast. Okay, so let's delve into the numbers. Now, 3 days ago, the averaged computer forecast that I had from our numbers here, I averaged those out, and we had a spread between about 7 to 13 inches of snow. And that averaged out to almost a little more than 9 inches of snow. Those numbers held for 2 straight days, and then we got this little boost and uptick in the numbers last night and into the early morning hours. So our spread has tightened up. The number of forecast models that are spitting out or producing precipitation, just liquid alone, if this was just a rain event, we pick up maybe 2/3 to 3/4 of an inch. So then you apply that cold temperature to this, and you're getting a snowfall that may be anywhere between 10.5 to 13 inches of snow. This is specific for Indianapolis, and at an average out to about 11.9. So that's up from the 9.2 last night to 11.9. Bottom line is, I really think that we're going to get a foot of snow, at least in the city, and perhaps maybe higher numbers, especially the south side, and then going off to the south and east. So I'll show you that map one more time. This is the snowfall probability of 6 inches or more. These are high from Lafayette all the way through the entire viewing area. The probability of an 8-inch snow is still pretty high, but just slightly south of Lafayette in pretty much all of central Indiana. And it goes higher as we get into the southeastern part of the state. We're up to a foot. So a foot of snow in a line from Terre Haute to north of Indianapolis to near Muncie and south has the highest probability. It doesn't necessarily mean it will be realized, but by looking at these numbers and how we have adjusted our forecast, I feel that Indianapolis could reach the 12-inch mark, at least on the south side, or at least citywide. Maybe a little higher on the south side. 12, 13, 14 inches can't be ruled out. But this is such a big area of snow, let's just say 8 to 12, with some areas going above 12 inches of snow. I think at some point 12 inches to 14 inches of snowfall would put us on track for a record. Well, it is. We do not often have a foot of snow deposited officially in Indianapolis. As a matter of fact, I'll show you how the snows are actually distributed. When you look at our overall snowfall and our snow historically, you know, the vast majority of our snows are going to fall in that in an area of maybe 1 to 3 inches. Let me pull up my graphic here. I had this up earlier today. It is snowfall distribution. So when you look at a 10-inch snowfall or higher in Indianapolis, the last time we had one was in 2018. That was a March 25th, a Saturday, where this narrow band of 10-inch snows developed. Remember, it was a Saturday, and that was one for the records. That was our last 10-inch snowfall, and that was in 2018. The last time we had a foot of snow officially from a storm was back in 2009. What grade were you in, Adam?
What year?
2009.
Oh, Goodness.
Yeah, right? It's been a while, to say the least.
I want to say third or fourth.
Oh, my goodness. 2009, we had a 12-inch snowfall, so there are very few and far between. They do not happen. They are infrequent, and so therefore we're really planning on expecting to get about a foot of snow out of this forecast. Again, if you're watching us and checking in, this is just even a half a foot of snow seems to be appreciable across all of central Indiana. What you looking at, Adam?
What was the date of that one from 09?
I want to say that was a February of 09. Three of the largest of the snowstorms, that could have been a February of 09, or January. February of 2009, over a foot of snow, I believe. That might have been early February. The snowfalls that we typically get, this is the anniversary of the blizzard of 78 this weekend, but 3 of the top 5 snowstorms on record come from about this point on the calendar through February. So we knew we were getting into a high time for some very, very heavy winter weather when we saw the pattern change evolving last week, and it was unclear as to when we would get the snow, but when you get the cold, you get the snow, and this system is going to produce quite a bit of it. So again, looking at our forecast overnight, we are going to be looking at temperatures that are going to hold here around 8 to 10 above. We will continue with snowfall that will be a little ramping up again later tonight. A couple of things to watch out for. Again, the chemicals are not going to do a great job on the roads. It's just too cold. When the traffic is out there and there's cars on the roads, you're creating some heat and friction that will melt some of the snow, so the pavement will be black and look like you have some lanes to drive in. Because the temperatures are so cold, that will likely start to ice up too. If those chemicals aren't as effective, there's going to be some slick and very definitely hazardous travel as we add more snow into the mix. Can you check real quickly with the Department of Homeland Security and see if there's any travel advisories up, Adam, around the state? Because these are going to be coming. And while we may be able to move the snow about here in Indianapolis, it's going to be outlying areas that may have some real difficulties and challenges well into Tuesday or Wednesday. As we hit the snow here tonight and on the day on Sunday, the blowing and drifting snow will likely be a bigger issue by Monday morning as the winds kind of tighten up and are really going to be more impactful for the blowing and drifting snow, especially into Monday mid-morning and into early Monday afternoon. And then the winds actually start to shift again as we get into Tuesday. So there may be considerable blowing and drifting snow into Tuesday as well. I'm going to pull up my 7-day forecast, and I will tell you that this is going to be, we're going to have to endure some serious cold here. I mean, this is a dangerous stretch of weather when you consider, if we put as much snow down, 6 inches, 8 inches, probably a foot in many locations, you're going to have to deal with some nighttime temperatures that are going to go to as much as 10 degrees below zero. And not just 1 or 2. It looks like we are going to stay with some incredibly frigid temperatures. This cold wave is impressive. It really is. And considering that we come off a 6-week stretch of temperatures that were above average, little to no snow. From December 19th through today, we had only had 1.3 inches of snow. We started the season very, very fast. We expected that. In my winter outlook back in November, I said, get ready for December. It's going to start fast. Winter will start quickly. And there would be a lull, and we did. We had the lull right around the official start of winter, around the 19th and 20th. I said stormy in January. Well, it really hadn't been. We had a good gust of wind and colder air that hit right after New Year's. But this is the type of setup that I was expecting that we'd get into January, that more of this moisture coming up from the south would play a bigger role and bring us a bigger snow. I saw the advisories. There just seemed to be, there's just a light, what do they call them, those? County travel advisories are under, scroll down a little bit more, and keep going. Just advisories are out. Okay, Adams has an advisory. Scroll down some more. So there are travel advisories yet. They're going to elevate that stuff overnight and then tomorrow. So it really probably will be not recommended to be traveling early Sunday, maybe most of the day. So what snow is deposited, it will be here. We're looking at the radar. I'm going to pull that right back up again as we get close to the 8:20 mark here. I'm going to pull up the big picture satellite and radar, kind of give you an idea where all the snow is at. It is still back to our west, and it is going to continue. There will be snow throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. and through mid-morning to early afternoon. I have so many graphics in my computer that it takes me often forever to find exactly what I'm looking for. And there it is. So for you folks at home, we've got a lot of snow that's going to be channeled our way. You can see the Arctic high is just sitting up there near Green Bay. That's an incredible setup. So snowfall amounts, we had 14.7 inches before December the 19th. We've had only 1.3 since then. And I do suspect that we will probably get as much as a foot of snow. At 14, we're at 26, almost 27 inches of snow. This may be the first time in over a decade that we've had a above normal snowfall season. It is 8:23 in the evening here on Saturday. We're going to sit back and keep an eye on the snow that comes in. We will be live on Fox 59 on air at 10 and on CBS 4 at 11. So 10 to 11 on Fox, 11 to 11:30 on CBS. And we will be back here with maybe another update perhaps during the 9 o'clock hour. But for now, for Adam and for all of us here at Fox 59, we will see you in just a little while. Stay warm and get ready for more snow that's on the way. It is definitely going to be a long duration winter storm. We'll see you soon.